lack the. It's not really even interaction design because there is no interaction. It just blinks the LEDs. We also need somehow of controlling the execution flow. If it was only doing the same thing over and over and over, then it would only do the same thing over and over and over, and then there would be no interaction again. And we need other outputs than stupid lights. This talk will not really discuss, as I said, a lot of these outputs, because my idea is that you should today formulate or at least get a gist of what you want to do. Write it, maybe quarter of a page, maybe just 3 sentences, and send it to everyone on CampusNet or send it to me. And then I'll read through it and tailor-make a presentation that fits your uses. So at least one input we're going to talk about, and that will be after the autumn holiday, will be the LED strip that we're talking about all the time. And it's going to be fun. But also, if you are going to need other outputs, then we can discuss those as well. So now we're actually starting the programming stuff. So this is where you kind of have to hang on. So we're going to introduce something called variables. Do you remember variables from Java or MATLAB if you had that? It's basically just containers of information that you're storing for later. Note also that all lines have semicolons, and that's just what you do when you program Arduino. All lines have to end with semicolons so the machine can understand. So you have these variables. They're containers for numbers. So you can make a variable that's called number, assign it to the value 3, make another one that is assigned to the value 5. Then you can reset this one at this point to another value, and you can make some mathematics too. You can like say this other variable has to be 2 times number, and number has to be other minus 3. So that is pretty simple. Well, static at least. What else did I want to say? When you define a variable, you have to put this int first. It means integer. There are also other variable types. Most likely you will be fine with just integer variables, but there are other variable types for decimal numbers, for letters and stuff like that. But we can take those if you are going to need them. For now, just think a variable is an integer. So you can define it by saying int, then a name, then an equals, and then some initial value. Now, you can only define a variable one time. All the other times you need to set put values into this variable, you just omit this integer because it is already defined. This is called a definition. This is called an assignment. So you just assign a new value to a variable that is already defined. You don't need this integer keyword. Is it time for a coffee break now? I think so, because I'm very thirsty too. So let's have a coffee break of maybe a quarter of an hour. That's fine.